Hey, shalom, 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 shalom. Let's get into it. First and foremost, all praises. Slakia. All praises be to Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi, Bahasham, Kakadash. Double honors to the apostles, elders, and bishops of GMS that rule well and teach well in sincerity, taught us this truth. Shalawam to the Ahtham out there pushing, preaching this 100% doctrine on the highways and byways, as well as this net, which we call the internet. Shalawam also to the 1/3 men, women, and children maintaining yourself in truth and sincerity. Shalawam to the hopeful elect, tabernacle of David. All right. Shalawam to all. It's your brother Yaramya Kazak back with hopefully another edifying lesson. So pretty much, man, open forum. We gonna take questions, etc., address whatever. Got a couple topics, but mostly gonna keep an open forum. So if anybody got any questions, we can speak on it. What's recently been going out is reincarnation and hell and things along that manner. So we'll talk about it. All right, first question right there. Crystals in the Bible. Boom. Let's get it. Great. The water, which means thank you. And we'll get that question first and foremost. Is this a demonic altar? Okay, nah. All right, just hold on, Diamond. We're going to get it for you. Okay, Exodus 28. Because, hey, anything you do, you got to be able to prove. As the Bible says, prove all things. So, Exodus 28, right? You would go to Exodus 28. This is in the Bible, all right? And let's read it. And this is why you got to read the Bible, all right? When you talking about the Bible, you got to go forth and read it. Because you got to understand it before you even ask questions on it. Don't assume. Don't be presumptuous. Don't assume. Don't make assumptions. Because what they say, you assume and make an ass out of you and me, right? All right. So, and thou shalt make the breastplate of judgment with cunning work after the work of the ephod. Thou shalt make it of gold, of blue, and of purple, and of scarlet. And of fine twined linen shalt thou make it. 4 squares shall be being doubled. A span shall be the length thereof, and a span shall be the breadth thereof. And thou shalt set it in settings of stones, even 4 rows of stones. The first row shall be a sardius, a topaz, a carbuncle. This shall be the first row. The second row shall be an emerald, a sapphire, and a diamond. A diamond. You know what I'm saying? And the third row, a liguri, and a agate, and an amethyst. And the fourth row, a beryl, and an onyx, and a jasper. And they shall be set in gold in their enclosings. And the stones shall be with the names of the children of Israel, the 12, according to their names, like the engravings of a signet. Every one with his name shall be according to the 12 tribes. So, brothers will wear 12 tribes, 4 rows, each row having 3 stones in it, on their breastplate or on their garment, right? And they would all signify the 12 tribes, okay? So, we did have stones, okay? Anything that Yahawah, which is God, created is not wicked. He created all things to be good. So, this right here is lapis lazuli, right? When you go in here, lapis lazuli would fall under, I believe, an agate. But actually, let's go and get it just to prove it. All right, lapis lazuli. What type of stone is a lapis lazuli? Type of stone. It's a sapphire, okay? Lapis lazuli, a type of sapphire. So, you got, and because when you going into Exodus 28 and 15, a diamond, you got different type of, a sapphire. So, boom, that would be categorized as a lapis lazuli. Now, she good, Kakama. He good. I don't know if it's a boy or a girl. It's a girl, I believe. So, she good. All right. So, it would be categorized under a sapphire, right? So, you may have a liguri, which is multiple stones under that. Multiple stones under a agate. Multiple stones under amethyst, right? I got an amethyst right here that I wear around my neck. And this is lapis lazuli right here, right? So, they look different. and it's based upon how they're made. But it still falls under that way. So it's nothing wrong with stones and crystals as long as you're not using them for wicked purposes, okay? Like people that worship chematology, Egyptology, all of that stuff, Anunnaki, all of that bullshit, right? They're using stones and they're worshiping them. They're using them and they're trying to, get power from them, and they're worshiping a different God. Now, when you're doing things along that lines, that's when it's wrong. That's when it's bad. But hey, these come from the earth. Okay? This lamp is this comes from the earth. This ain't going, hey, we not worshiping it. Understand that. We worshiping our power. But we can practice, we can keep the stones and the things getting back to our customs. So I'm lost. Okay. What's your name? Unity. I'm lost for getting back to the scriptures. I'm lost for getting back to the word. All right, come on, bro. You believe in what you want to believe in. If this ain't for you, you could just go keep it moving, man. We're not here to ridicule. We're not here to insult. We're not here to belittle. Bro, believe in the Bible. Okay, well, obviously you don't believe in the Bible, so you could just step, man. And I'm going to just mute you to keep it going. And what religion is this? It's no religion. We keep a faith, okay? Faith and the truth. The truth is our nationality, being Hebrew Israelites, okay? That's who we are at the end of the day. So it's no type of faith. It's Salakia. It's no type of religion, all right? I'm going to go get the table of nations. So you would have Israel, which is Yasharahla, and that would be your 12 tribes, which would fall under Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. All right. That's our true nationality. All right. So we would be called Israelites, or Israel, Yasharahla, Prince of Power, because Prince of Allah, which is Yahawah, Prince of God. We are the princes of God. We are the chosen people at the end of the day. All right. And I'll get that for you, Sirach, or Ecclesiasticus 17 and 11. And this is coming out of the Apocrypha, 17 and 11. Besides this, he gave them knowledge and the law of life for an heritage. He made an everlasting covenant with them and showed them his judgments. Their eyes saw the majesty of his glory, and their ears heard his glorious voice. So understanding that the law of life is the laws and commandments and statutes that Yahawah gave to us. All right. We are what? A set-apart people. We are a peculiar people, a set-apart people. We live a certain way that these other nations, which are the heathens, don't understand. All right, understanding that. All right, and Shalawam, Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi, Barak, Ahtham, to all that's coming in. So, when I say heathens, I mean any other nation that's not Israel. So it would be your white man, which is Adawan or Edom, which basically Adawan means to waste away. You can see he's wasting away via his skin. You can see his blood through his skin, and his body wastes away. All right. We got a phrase, black don't crack. And in the South, we call Esau crackers. All right. Because all they do is crack. All right. So, and it shows in their old age, because you see them in their old age, they got cracky skin, man. All right. So all withered away. That's going back to them being Adawan, man. Ashwagandha, man. Adawan, Salakia. All right, basically wasting away, to waste away. And then you got the Indians, which is a Yalam or Elam, all right, which would be your Indians, which is like your Pakistanians, your people that live in India with the the dot on their head and things like that. All right, but understand that you have Israelites spread across this nation. So it's some Israelites in all of these nations that I'm about to point out. Because according to scripture, your father, right? If your father's an Israelite, then you are an Israelite. So you could have a so-called black man or a so-called Mexican, right? Living in China, and he takes a Moabite as a wife, a Chinese lady as a wife, and he produces children. She produces children, right? He puts a seed in her, and she incubates the seed and produces the seed. The seed comes out, right? That child is an Israelite because it's coming from what? The nation of Israel. Okay? Regardless if the mother is Chinese or not. All right? The mother is she's just soil. She's just land. The man carries the seed. And you can write them scriptures down that the brother is posting. Numbers 118, Numbers 1 and 2. All right, Matthew, the 1st chapter, goes through the lineage of Yahawashi, who the word ignorantly calls Jesus Christ, showing you that all these men that he came through, seed line. That's your seed line or your house, right? Your house, the house of your fathers. It's never the house of your mothers, all right? And think about it like this. We put it in modern terms. When you leave women, when you leave, you take on that man's name, that man's last name. He doesn't take on your name. Understand that. So therefore, if your father and your brother die and you take on that man's last name, guess what? Your family name is going to be destroyed. It's never going to exist anymore because your father's house is done. All right? You know, but if your brother goes forth and he has a wife and they produce children, those children will carry on that lineage, that name. If he has a son, then that son is going to carry on that last name when he goes forth and takes a family, right? Understand that this is basic. This is basic, foundations of heritage and lineage and how names and houses are continued. All right, how is the YT man Edom? Hey, beautiful question. So that'll be our next question. And this is an open forum. I ask that y'all just while we dealing with a question, don't ask no questions. After we get done with this question, we'll move on to the next question. So let me finish going through this real quick. I'll go through this real quick. Assyria, Ashawah, Ashur, right? Syria, Aram, Arabs, or Yasharahla, Ishmael, right? Chinese, Mawaba is Moab. Japanese, Marwan is Ammon. Ethiopians is Kawash or Cush. So when we get down to the Hamite nations, understanding that we are not Africans. We are Israel. We are Israelites. We come from Shem. We do not come from Ham. So therefore, these nations that I'm pointing out, these 4 nations, we are not a part of them. We are not Africans. To my Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, to my Negroes, to my Jamaicans, to my Haitians, we are not Africans. Okay? We are not Ethiopians. We are not Egyptians. We are not North African or South African. All right? That would be Cush, Mizraim, Phut, and Canaan. We are not those nations. We are Israelites. Israel. We belong to the 12 tribes. Okay? And we can keep going. Turkey, Gomar or Gomer. Russian equals Magog or Magog. And that are not the Russians that are in Russia today. These Russians are basically the islanders that are over in Saipan, Guam, Hawaii, Polynesian people, right? They were ran out of their land, which is the land of Gog. Okay? They were ran out of their land. So these will be the Magog people. Greek, Yawan, Javan, same thing happened to the Greeks, or Javan. German, Ashkenaz, right? Same thing happened to them. Those Germans that live in Germany, those are Edomites. They are not the original German people with dark skin. Okay? These nations would be your Japhetic nations, your Japhetic tribes, right? Spanish or Tharashash or Tarshish, right? These are also Japhetic people. Moved out. You got Filipinos, right? Or some of these nations. Cyprus or Katayam or Kittim. All right, and that's your Japhetic tribe. So you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 that make up Japhetic or from Japheth. And then you got 4 Hamitic that make up that's come from Ham. And then you got actually a couple of these actually come from Shem, but they're not Israelites. Okay? All of these come from Shem, but they're not Israelites. All right? Only got one nation that's Israelites. But, we have to go into Genesis to really break that down to get an understanding. I'm about to get it, bro. I'm about to get into Esau and Jacob. I'm about to get into it. Just give me 1 second. So, understanding that Ammon and Moab came from Lot, right? And Lot was Abraham's cousin. So knowing that they were cousins, they both came from Shem. They came through that lineage, right? And a couple of other these nations, like Ishmael comes from Abraham, right? That was his firstborn son, but not the chosen. That's not the chosen when we understand that. But he was blessed because Yahawah said that he would bless them, but they were not chosen. That's why you got Abu Dhabi and Dubai and all of that. They're blessed with oil and resources and things of that nature, but they don't have the everlasting blessing. They won't rule the earth. The Israelites will rule the earth at the end of the day. Now let's move on to Jacob and Esau for that, brother. Repost your question. You thought the white man was Japheth. Okay, nah, somebody lied to you. And it be people out there teaching that dumb doctrine, man. That's a doctrine meant to lead you off. All right, let's take it back to the beginning. Genesis 25th chapter. And let's start around the 22nd verse. And Isaac entreated Yahawah for his wife because she was barren. Rebekah was barren, meaning she couldn't bear children, right? And Yahawah was entreated of him, and Rebekah, his wife, conceived. Because, hey, Isaac prayed. He talked to Yahawah, basically. He prayed and asked for that to happen, right? And Yahawah does answer prayers. So Rebekah, his wife, conceived. And the children struggled together. Yeah, twins in her womb. Two twins in her womb. Within her, and she said, if it be so, why am I thus? And she went to inquire of Yahawah. Now, did she go to talk to Yahawah directly? No. Did Isaac talk to Yahawah directly? No. They talked to the prophets. All right, that's Amos 3 and 7. All right, the Yahawah's men on this earth is the prophets, the men that can understand the scriptures and break it down and relay it to you. That's the prophets. Okay, so keep going. And Yahawah said unto her, the prophet said unto her, 2 nations are in thy womb. 2 nations. So, brother, when we go back, understand it's only 12 nations, right? 18 nations. Salaki is 12 tribes, 18 nations, right? So, boom, 2 nations is in her womb. And those nations is Israel and Edom, all right? So, 2 nations are in thy womb, and 2 manner of people shall be separated from thy bowels. And the one people shall be stronger than the other people, and the elder shall serve the younger. Okay? And when her days to be delivered were fulfilled, behold, there were twins in her womb. And the first came out red. Now, they might have been twins, right? But they wasn't identical. All right? What's that word? Let's get that type of twins, because I don't know it. If brothers know it, you can post it in the comment board. All right, were they not identical twins, but they I didn't mean to send that if I sent it. But yeah, fraternal. Hey, Tawada, Akyam, Tawada. All right, they were fraternal twins, basically. Okay. So, and the first came out red all over like a hairy garment. And they called his name Esau. All right, and this would be the patriarch of Edomites, the Edomite nations, the Edom nations, right? You know, so Esau. And after that came his brother out. It's no distinction, because at this point in time, everybody on the earth was dark-skinned. Everybody on the earth, everybody. The Japhetic tribes, the Hamitic tribes, everybody, okay? But Esau was red. Who was this similar to? You take it back all the way back to Cain. Cain's curse was his melanin took away, and he had to walk the earth and be burnt. Basically, man, by the sun, walk the earth, and no man could kill him. Okay? And until this day, man, you take vengeance on a white man, it's gonna be 10 times worse on you. In America, most definitely, if it's just outright. All right, because they're in rulership right now. Job 9 and 24. All right, they're in rulership right now. So let's keep going. And after that came his brother out, and his hand took hold on Esau's heel, and his name was called Jacob, or Yahawah. And Isaac was 60 old when she bare them. He was 60. And the boys grew, and Esau was a cunning hunter and a man of the field, and Jacob was a plain man dwelling in tents. And Isaac loved Esau because he did eat of his venison, but Rebekah loved Jacob. All right? And hey, it would go forth where Esau would basically sell his birthright away. Let's get that birthright. I think it's in the same chapter, but let's just make sure. All right, boom, yeah, same chapter, a little bit down. All right. So right here. And Jacob, and this is Genesis 25 and 29. And Jacob sighed pottage, and Esau came from the field, and he was faint. And Esau said to Jacob, feed me, I pray thee, with that same red pottage, for I am faint. Therefore was his name called Edom. And Jacob said, sell me this day thy birthright. So Jacob was like, man, I'll give you some meat. Yeah, the white man is a Hebrew, but he's not an Israelite. All right, that's actually a good little question. All right, it's a lot of Hebrews. Okay, Ishmael could be considered a Hebrew if we go back over there. And I don't want to jump around. I don't want to confuse nobody. But Ishmael could be considered a Hebrew because he came from a Hebrew, which is Abraham, right? But he's not an Israelite because he doesn't rule Israel, right? He's not a prince of the power. All right, so let's keep going. And Esau said, behold, I am at the point to die, and what profit shall this birthright do to me? So Esau was like, man, I'm about to die. I'll sell you my birthright. I don't need it. Just give me some food. And Jacob said, swear to me this day. And he sware unto him, and he sold his birthright unto Jacob. So now that birthright belongs to Jacob. And what is that birthright? That blessing from his father, Isaac. That's what that birthright is. Okay? Having that blessing. The brother, yeah, Hebrews go back to Eber or Ibar, and that's where we get the language from as well. The language was preserved through Eber, Ibar. Hebrew, the language is called Ibar Yoth. That's what we speak, Ibar Yoth. Hebrew, when we speak Hebrew. All right. Then Jacob gave Esau bread and pottage of lentils, and he did eat and drink and rose up and went his way. Thus Esau despised his birthright because he sold it to his brother. All right. Yeah, Job was not an Edomite. Job was an Issacharite. That's been proven many times. Sister. Is this a sister or a brother? D. Smith. This a brother. All right, D. Smith. Job. Job was an Edomite and described as black in Job 30:30. Come on, man. Does that make sense? No, bro. He was an Issacharite. All right. That's easy. All right, and that's a whole nother topic. All right. So let's keep going. To about 27 and 30. Yeah, we could get it. The stolen blessing. And it came to pass, as soon as Isaac had made an end of blessing Jacob, and Jacob was yet scarce gone out from the presence of Isaac his father, and Esau his brother came in from hunting. So I ain't going to read through this whole story, but Jacob had just got the blessing from Isaac because Rebekah had basically tricked Isaac and dressed up Jacob to get the blessing, because Isaac wasn't just going to give it, even though it was really Jacob's, okay, to get, because we just read that Esau had sold him the birthright, right? But they still did a little trickery to get it, but it was rightfully his. And how do we know that? Because, hey, go back to the 25th. You go back to the 25th chapter, and you go right here. And Yahawah said unto her, 2 nations are in thy womb, and 2 manner of people shall be separated from thy bowels. And the one people shall be stronger than the other people, and the elder shall serve the younger. This means the older brother shall serve the younger brother. So this right here is prophecy, letting you know that the birthright was going to go to Jacob, regardless how you want to put it. Some people can say that Jacob stole the birthright. It wasn't. It wasn't truly stolen. Even in the caption, it says stolen birthright. But we read that Esau clearly sold it on his own will. He sold it on his own will. All right. You know. So, it was sold. It was sold off for some meat. For some meat and some lentils, man. You know. So Esau comes in from hunting, and he also made savory meat and brought it unto his father and said unto his father, let my father arise and eat of his son's venison, that thy soul may bless me. And Isaac his father said unto him, who art thou? And he said, I am thy son, the firstborn, Esau. And Isaac trembled very exceedingly, said, who? Where is he that have taken venison and brought it to me, and have eaten of all before thou countest, and have blessed him? Yea, and he shall be blessed. And when Esau heard the words of his father, he cried with a great and exceedingly bitter cry, and said unto his father, bless me, even me also, O my father. And he said, thou brother came with subtlety, and have taken away thy blessing. And he said, is not he rightly named Jacob? Because Jacob or Yahawah means trickster. For he hath supplanted me these 2 times. He took away my birthright, and behold, now he hath taken away my blessing. But the birthright was the blessing. He didn't take away nothing. You sold it away. All right. Hey, you in here causing confusion, man. All right. All right. Well, you could chill with that. If you want to go teach, man, go teach on your own page, bro. You know, Shalawam. Because you trying to get into King David and being... King David was out of the tribe of Judah, bro. That's his lineage. So, you know, that whole thing, and at the end of the day, skin color really don't even matter, man. It's about lineage. It's about who your father was. At the end of the day, the book of Ruth proves that. Okay? There's plenty of things that prove that, man. The spirit. You try the spirit. It's about who your father is. It's a lot of Italians that are Israelites. It's a lot of Sicilians that are Israelites. It's a lot of Irish people that are Israelites. Okay? It's a lot of Scottish people that are Israelites. Right? You got to try the spirit at the end of the day. Stop getting caught up on skin tone. The brother talking about King David being ruddy and all of that. You don't even understand the definition of ruddy. Yeah, this isn't an argument. This is a lesson. I'm doing a lesson right now. All right? You know. All right, let's keep going. All right, so where was we at? 37. And Isaac answered and said unto Esau, behold, I have made him thy Lord. What's Lord? Let's get that, because that's the prophecy being fulfilled. All right. Behold, I have made him thy Lord. Lord, right here. Right?
Strong's H 1376.
Gevir, Lord. Ruler. Ruler. I'm using the Blue Letter Bible. Okay? Ruler. So, hey, do I got to take it back? I take it back one more time just for anybody that's getting up in here that's new. Okay? And the one people shall be stronger than the other. The elder shall serve the younger. The younger going to be the ruler over the elder. All right? Jacob was made Lord over Esau. It's already been done. You can't take it back. All right? It's already been done. You cannot take it back. So let's get back into it. I have made him thy Lord, and all his brethren have I given to him for servants. For servants. And with corn and wine have I sustained him. And corn is abundance. Wine is pleasure. Okay? When the Bible speaks of corn and wine. All right? Have I sustained him, and what shall I do now unto thee, my son? We all have one creator. Yes, indeed. You thought correctly. And Esau said unto his father, hast thou but one blessing, my father? Bless me, even me also, O my father. And Esau lifted up his voice and wept. He cried. And Isaac his father answered and said unto him, behold, thy dwelling shall be the fatness of the earth, and of the dew of heaven from above. And by the sword, how does Esau live? By the sword shalt thou live, and shall serve thy brother. And it shall come to pass when thou shalt have the dominion that thou shalt break his yoke from off thy neck. All right. And Esau hated Jacob because of the blessing wherewith his father blessed him. And Esau said in his heart, the days of mourning for my father are at hand. Then will I slay my brother Jacob. So he had that hatred in his heart, man. And we could get that even in Amos 1 and 11. Okay. Thus saith Yahawah, for 3 transgressions of Edom, and for 4, I will not turn away the punishment thereof, because he did pursue his brother with the sword. That's how he lives, though. And did cast off all pity, and his anger did tear perpetually. And that means continuously. And he kept his wrath forever. So Yahawah keeps his wrath on Esau forever. All right. Quickly go to Malachi. Right here. And I hated Esau, and laid his mountains and his heritage waste for the dragons of the wilderness. Whereas Edom saith, we are impoverished, but we will return and build the desolate places. Thus saith Yahawah of hosts, they shall build, but I will throw down. And they shall call them the border of wickedness. And the people against whom Yahawah hath indignation forever. All right. And your eyes shall see, and ye shall say, Yahawah will be magnified from the border of Israel. And we not in our land right now. Okay. Esau, Edom is in our land right now. Understand, they broke that yoke. We ruled over them under the time of King David, the time of King Solomon, right? Starting at the time of King Saul, when we went forth and took them captive, but King Saul didn't do the job correctly, but King David did. And we ruled over them. They were our servants. They were our slaves. And nothing is new under the sun. That will come to be this time once again. We will bind the kings with chains. They will be our servants once again. And this time they will be utterly destroyed, according to Obadiah 1 and 18. Let's get it. Right? And this is all coming from a question the brother asking, how is Edom, Esau, the white man? All right? And the house of Jacob, once again, is the Israelites shall be a fire, in the house of Joseph a flame. That is your Puerto Ricans and your Cubans, still Israelites. And the house of Esau for stubble. And they shall kindle in them and devour them, and there shall not be any remaining of the house of Esau, for Yahawah hath spoken it. So, key things to point out. They came out red. You can see their blood through their skin. Can you see my blood through my skin? Put it real close. No, you can't. Okay? I'm not an Edomite, right? Now, hey, it is some Edomites that look dark-skinned, but they have white fathers and dark-skinned mothers, right? Like Tia and Tamara Mowley. They're Edomites. Okay? What's that girl named Tracy Ellis Ross? She's an Edomite. All right? Louis Farrakhan, that's an Edomite. Right? So you got Edomites that you can call them an Oreo, dark on the outside, white on the inside. Basically, they're Edomites. All right? The spirit ain't gonna, the spirit ain't gonna show. They not gonna get this truth. They not gonna understand it. So another thing, Edomites love war. They love to wage war. They don't got no understanding. They got the dust of the earth. Going back to Cain, going back to that serpent in the garden, which was nothing but a group of people, which you know to be the Edomites, the wicked. Now we take it to Job. To conclude this, we take it to Job 9 and 24. All right. The earth is given into the hand of the wicked. He covereth the faces of the judges thereof. If not, where and who is he? So you look around the earth. Exactly what the brother said. You look around the earth. Who's in rulership right now? Who's in rulership right now, and how do they rule? Just as the person said, they've been gifted with the sword. Exactly, because that was their blessing. That was their blessing. All right? They've been gifted with the sword. That was their blessing at the end of the day. And we'll get that second address. 6 and 9. And we go up a little bit. And I want to get right here, 6 and 7. Then answered I and said, what shall be the parting asunder of the times? Or when shall be the end of the first and the beginning of it that followeth? And he said unto me, so Ezra is asking a question like, yo, when is all this going to happen? When we going to be in rulership? You know what I'm saying? And he said unto me, from Abraham unto Isaac, when Jacob and Esau were born of him, Jacob's hand held first the heel of Esau. This is the story we just read. For Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth. All right. So Esau is the end of the world, meaning this world, not the planet. Because in Ecclesiastes 3rd chapter, it says the earth will never be destroyed. You got to understand that. It's different types of worlds when you go into the etymology of words. So it means basically this kingdom, this rulership, this age, this era, right? This time period, this 500 years, which we have served under Satan, man. Not served, but which we have been ruled over by Satan. We have been ruled over by Satan for 500 years, man. All right, like it or not, okay? The devil had been released from the bottomless pit, which is the Carcass Mountains, okay? He was released from the bottomless pit. And what did he do first? First, he went and took over the Moors, which were Israelites. He took down the Byzantine Empire, Israelites, right? He went and conquered Africa. He conquered America, North America, South America, Israelites. He conquered Australia, right? He conquered, dude, he went forth around the whole planet, taking over everything. That's the devil being let loose from the bottomless pit, right? Let's go get that. People thinking the bottomless pit is like some form of hell. There ain't no such thing as hell spiritually, right? So let's get that, man. Revelations 11 and 7. And when they shall have finished their testimony, the beast that ascended out of the bottomless pit shall make war against them and shall overcome them and kill them. And that definitely did happen. And their dead bodies shall lie in the street of the great city, which spiritually is called Sodom and Egypt, where also our master was crucified. What city is that? What great city is called Sodom and Egypt? For the comment board. What great city is called Sodom? It's spiritually called Sodom. I'm gonna go get my charge. Bingo, bingo. The USA, America, America, aka America. Exactly. America, Babylon, the whore. So, whose dead bodies? Let's get back to it. Actually, yeah. And their dead bodies shall lie in the street of the great city. Who was making the testimony? The prophets. All right? The Israelites. And their dead bodies shall lie in the street of the great city, which spiritually is called Sodom and Egypt, where also our master was crucified. How was Yahawashi crucified here? Via Hollywood. All right, via everything that's going on. The vexation, everything that's vexing our spirit and our soul. All right. They crucify him every time. They just put out that dumb Netflix thing, the New Testament, Moses. And they got Moses on there being an Edomite for one. You know, being an Amalekite, Jewish. And also being, they had the time frames off. Man, Moses was 80 years old when he went forth unto Pharaoh. They had that dude was like 60, 50, or 40. He looked young. He wasn't, just a lot of things about that Netflix series was off. You know, they're still crucifying the prophets and still crucifying Yahawashi via all this wicked, false images of Caesar and things like that. Cesare Borgia, Serapis Christos, whitewashing, iconoclasm. Exactly. You know, you brothers and sisters got it, man. All right. So let's keep it going. And they of the people and kindreds and tongues and nations shall see their dead bodies 3 days and a half, 350 years, and shall not suffer their dead bodies, to be put in graves. Us being dead, that valley of dry bones, they just let us sit there, right? We called ourselves Negroes, we called ourselves whatever. Indians, Native Americans, Cherokee, Chickasaw, Creek, Blackfoot, Seminole, whatever we called ourselves. Aztecs, Mayans, Incas, okay? You know, all of that. Cubans, Puerto Ricans. We was dead. Dead in the street, man. Dead in the street. Okay? They shall not suffer their dead bodies to be put in graves. And they that dwell upon the earth shall rejoice over them and make merry, and shall send gifts one to another, because these two prophets tormented them that dwelt on the earth. Those two prophets is the northern kingdom and the southern kingdom. Yes, the 12 tribes of Israel all together. The northern kingdom and the southern kingdom. Northern kingdom being the Native Americans and so-called Latinos. So-called Native Americans, so-called Latinos. The Cubans and the Puerto Ricans, so-called. And then the southern kingdom being the so-called Negroes, Haitians, Trinidadians, and Jamaicans. All right? So they was tormented. Basically, when we speak this word, we tormenting their ass. Because we telling them the truth. By telling you the truth, do I become your enemy? Come on, man. They are tormented by the truth because they want to live in a fantasy. They want to live in a lie. That's what they want to live in. Okay? And after 3 days and a half, the spirit of life from power entered into them. That spirit of life, that breath of life, that's the laws, commandments, and statutes. That's this truth. That's the Rakakadash. That's the Holy Spirit. And they stood upon their feet, and great fear fell upon them which saw them. They hate to see us on them corners, them highways and byways. They hate to see us on the TikToks, the YouTubes, whatever it may be, preaching and pushing this word. The 100% truth, man. And they heard a great voice from heaven saying unto them, come up hither. And they ascended up to heaven in a cloud, a chariot, and their enemies beheld them. All right, ain't no Edomites getting pulled up. All right, you know. So, you know, I know that I hope I broke down who the Edomites are for that brother. I'll take like a few more questions, and then we're going to wrap it up. I don't want this to be too long. I'm going to throw this on YouTube afterwards. And Shalawam, Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi, Barak, Ahtham, to all that's in here. Shalawam to you brothers, man. Keep going. All right. Hey, Darashamath. Keep putting out videos. Y'all brothers is hitting them. Kakama. Hey, you putting the video. Man, y'all brothers, both of you brothers, man, y'all putting videos out constantly. And that's great. That's beautiful. All right. Nakath. Kind. But all y'all brothers, man. But that brother, Nawak, Yahawah, man, he always going live. I always see that brother on the streets on YouTube, man. I love to see it. I love to see it, man. I love to see it. Love to see brothers going out and preaching and teaching and pushing the word. All right, Acts 10, 34 and 35. Let's get it. All right, Gentiles, hear good news. Then Peter opened his mouth and said, of a truth, I perceive that power is no respecter of persons, but in every nation he that feareth him and worketh righteousness is accepted with him. All right, who is that pertaining to? What's your name? TPK? Who is that pertaining to? Who do you think that's pertaining to? You looking at it on surface level and you just saying every nation. He that feareth him and worketh righteousness is accepted with him. Exactly, Slilvaro. Most definitely. The word which power sent unto the children of Israel, preaching peace by Yahawashi HaMashiach. He is the master of all. That word I say you know, which was published throughout all Judea and began from Galilee after the baptism which John preached, how power anointed Yahawashi of Nazareth with the Rakakadash and with power, who went about doing good and healing all that was oppressed of the devil, for power was with him. And we are witnesses of all things which he did both in the land of the Jews and in Jerusalem, who they slew and hanged on a tree, which is a cross. Him power raised up the third day and showed him openly, not to all the people, but unto witnesses chosen before of power, even to us who did eat and drink with him after he rose from the dead. He is Lord of all. Yes, Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi created all, but it's a certain chosen bloodline. It's a certain chosen what? Nation that he's dealing with. Okay? It's a certain chosen nation. And let's get a scripture to prove that. Because I know the angle you coming at, whatever your name is, TPK, the angle you coming, man, you trying to say that salvation is for all. Like, and we done dealt with that so many times, man. Romans 9th chapter. I say the truth in Hamashiach. I lie not my consciousness. Also bearing me witness in the Rakakadash. One thing you got to understand, only the Israelites can possess the Rakakadash, the spirit. Okay? Now, the heathen, y'all can get dreams, things like that. Yahawah can send you dreams. We know that through Nebuchadnezzar. We know that through the Pharaoh, when Joseph broke down his dream. We know that through those stories. Heathens can get dreams, but y'all ain't gonna be able to get the Rakakadash, the spirit. All right? That's why y'all churches is weird. All right? And them churches anyway they are off wicked spirits, man. Just demonic spirits. Worshiping the name of Jesus Christ and things like that. All right? So let's keep going. That I have great heaviness and continual sorrow in my heart, for I could wish that myself were accursed from Hamashiach for my brethren, my kinsmen, according to the flesh. What's kinsmen mean? Hold up. Hey, I'm a little slow, man. I'm from the South. I gotta get some understanding.
Strong's G 4773. Sungenes.
So yeah, Judas was an Israelite. Of the same kin, akin to, related by blood. In a wider sense, of the same nation, a fellow countryman. The same nation, the same what? The same nation. Nation? Well, what nation is that? What nation was Paul? Israel. What nation was Paul? Israel. When we in the book of Romans, who is he talking to? The Romans? Is he talking to the Romans? Is he talking to the Romans like Caesar and who is he talking to, man? He talking to Caesar and them? Yo, I'm going to say this again. I asked for way, so it's all good. Whoever you ask for, y'all both getting the answer. Okay? You want an understanding of Acts 10, 34, and 35. We giving you that. All right? Paul is talking to the Israelites that are in Rome. Understanding the scriptures, understanding the history, to know the mystery, you got to understand that our people were scattered abroad. All right? And I'll get it for you in the study Bible right now. Okay, this is Paul's missionary journeys. Paul was leaving Israel and he was venturing off to Rome, venturing off to Corinth and Galatia. All right, he was venturing off to Asia Minor. Well, this is all Asia Minor. Galatia. Paul ventured off over here to the churches. Antioch, right? These are places that he went because he knew that Jews, Israelites, were in these places. All right, well, okay, whoever it is, if you knew the answer, man, you could have just told him off the record, bro. But for him, Wave Soul 777, whoever it be, because this is a general question, because people could mess this up and say that salvation is for the entire world. No, Paul was venturing off to go and see Israelites. He was going to see Israelites. All right, these are his travels. You know, more travels over here. All right, boom. This is when we get Rome. He went to Rome, right? So he wrote letters because people got to understand all these letters, all Romans, Corinthians, all of that, Paul wrote when he was in prison. So he's sending these letters. He's sending all these letters out to the lands that he had ventured unto. Romans, Corinthians, Galatians, Ephesians. That's Ephesus. He went to Ephesus. Philippians, Colossians, Thessalonians, Thessalonica. He went to these lands. So that's why you get these letters. These are epistles, letters that he's sending to fellow churches, Israelites. All right. So we go back to this. So, for I could wish for that myself were accursed from Hamashiach for my brethren, my kinsmen, according to the flesh, who are Israelites, to whom pertaineth the adoption and the glory and the covenants and the giving of the law and the service of power and the promises. What is that promises? For people that was here earlier, that promise is the birthright, right? That promise is the covenant, which right now we are promised the new covenant if we maintain ourselves, don't sin, live to the laws to the best according, live to the best of our ability according to the laws and commandments and statutes. Those are the promises. Everlasting life. That's one of the promises. All right. Many seeds, many wives, rulership, a mansion. Do you understand? You are promised a mansion. Our people steady in this world, in the devil's world, Satan's world. Job 9:24. The earth is given into the hands of the wicked. Our people are steady in Satan's world trying to get a bag when they are promised a mansion. You are promised riches. You are promised substance in the next world, meaning when the kingdom is established on earth after Yahawashi destroys all this wickedness. But you want to rock with Satan and you want to go the hard way. You want to rock with Satan and you want to get a bag. You want to do whatever, sell your body, sell your soul, bow down to false idols, false gods, trying to get a bag. When you promised a mansion, you promised everlasting life, you promised all the women you want, you promised kids, family, substance, gold, diamonds, pearls, emeralds, sapphire, whatever it be. Satan ain't here for you, bro. You gotta clean to our people, man. You gotta clean out the doctrine. A world without end. Exactly. Let's pin that. A world without end. Them promises, man. Whose are the fathers and of whom as concerning the flesh Hamashiach came. That's who he came for. Who is over all, power blessed forever. Amen. Who did he come for? Yahawashi told you out his own mouth, man. All right, Matthew 15:24. But he answered and said, I am not sent but unto the lost sheep of the house of Israel. Now we ain't even gonna get it. Of the house of Israel. That's who he came for, the children of Israel. Exactly. That's like, peep this as yourself. You come in to help and give back to your people. And you know your people had it the worst. You know your people done lived in, roach-infested apartments, whatever it be. government cheese, government food, WIC, SNAP, all that. You coming to help your people. You come to help your people get the truth. But you leave and you go across town and you go talk to the people that ain't had it too bad. These other nations that never worshiped your God. These Romans, bro, these Romans ain't never worshiped Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi. Who did they worship? Who did the Romans worship? That's a question to the comment board. Who did the Romans worship? I'll wait. Yeah, all them answers is correct. Roman false gods by all. Alright. The Romans, they took their gods, the sun, they worshipped all that. No, they at this point in time, they didn't worship Jesus. Now Cesare Borgia, but that was during this time. Nah, they didn't worship that yet. But they worship many gods, which they all took from the Egyptians, or they took from the Babylonians, or they took from the Persians, or the Assyrians. Everybody that they conquered, they just took their gods and worshiped them. We ain't gonna be like them, yo. We worship Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi. That's who we worshiped always. Why are you gonna leave? Why is Yahawashi gonna come back helping his people, but he gonna go and try to help these people that ain't never worshiped the Father? They never knew the Father. They never got the laws and commandments and statutes. Therefore, you got to understand that salvation is not for these people. It's not. It's never been. Yahweh's never dealt with them. He sent upon them false gods. Poseidon, Aphrodite, Apollo, Zeus. He sent upon them false gods, man. To delude them and destroy them and bring them down even further. Understanding that, man. So, hey, I'm gonna pretty much wrap it up. I know we nearing the hour mark if we ain't hit it. I'll take one more question. One more question. Because this has been an open forum. Later tonight, I'll probably do Ecclesiastes, the 4th chapter breakdown. Yeah, did a number, but understand that number that was done on us was all done by Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi. Let's get that in Deuteronomy 28th chapter. That number that was done on us was all done by Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi. All right. Deuteronomy 28:63, and it shall come to pass that as Yahawah rejoiced over you to do you good and to multiply you, so Yahawah will rejoice over you to destroy you and to bring you to naught. That's balance. He's a balanced power. If we doing good, he gonna bring us up. He gonna give us blessings. If you keeping the laws and commandments and statutes, you keeping the faith, you doing right, you gonna be blessed. You still gonna go through trials and tribulations, but you gonna be blessed. He's gonna protect you. You gonna be under his shadow. But if you going off, he's gonna what? He will rejoice over you to destroy you. He has no problem bringing you down, humbling you, and to bring you to naught, taking away everything that you ever had. And ye shall be plucked from off the land whither thou goest to possess it. We was took out of our land. Take it back over to our land. We was took out of our land. This our land. We was plucked off this land. And as you can see, we was scattered and sent to all these other lands. And America. And China. And Australia. And Japan. And Russia. We was sent to every other land. Africa. Right? We was sent to all these other lands. We used to live predominantly right here. Israel. Chilling. Salt of the earth, man. But we was took and scattered abroad. And that's Yahawah's doing. Now, who did he do it through? He did it through all the other heathen nations. He did it through all these other nations. All these other nations had a piece. Right? All these other nations had a piece of it. He did it through all these other nations. All right, and I saw one question. I'm gonna get that question, and we gonna end it up. So, did the Bible based off of Jesus or the Israelites? Maybe you don't need to answer this. I got you. I got you. So Yahawashi, that's who the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ. So we can easily get that one in Hebrews 7 and 14. Okay. For it is evident that our master sprang out of Judah, of which tribe Moses spake nothing concerning priesthood. And it is yet far more evident for that after the similitude of Melchizedek there ariseth another priest. So Yahawashi came out of Judah. And we know this via Matthew, the first chapter. All right. You go through the book and generation of Yahawashi HaMashiach. The son of David. David was what? Out of Judah. And the son of Abraham. Abraham begat Isaac. You can go through the whole lineage and scroll down. Boom, boom, boom. And Jacob begat Joseph, the husband of Mary, of whom was born Yahawashi, who is called Hamashiach. All right. Mary and Joseph were both out of the tribe of Judah. Okay. So Yahawashi came out of Judah. That's going back to Hebrews 7 and 14. All right. So when you talk about, is the Bible from Jesus or the Bible from the Israelites, it's the same thing. Yahawashi is Jesus, all right, who they ignorantly call Jesus because that's not his proper name. So Yahawashi is an Israelite out of the tribe of Judah. And to even furthermore to answer that, which nothing of priesthood was spoke of, because he came through the lot of Melchizedek, because he was Melchizedek, but that's a deeper subject. But basically, brothers will be kings and priests, as it said in Revelations. Brothers will be kings and priests after the similitude of Melchizedek. So you don't have to come from the lineage of the Levites, the Levites. You don't have to be the tribe of Levi to be a priest in the kingdom under the new covenant. All right. Or even at this point right now, man, I'm out of the tribe of Judah. I'm not of the tribe of Levi, but I still keep the feast days. I got my Passover Shabbat. I blow the trumpet, the ram, right? I got my menorah. I burn incense. I keep the laws and commandments to the best of my ability. So, and I'm not of the tribe of Levi, right? So, we coming from the similitude of Melchizedek. We will be getting paid tithes in the kingdom. All the other nations will be bringing us the best 10% of their product. They will be bringing us the best of their stuff. 10% of it. They will be bringing us, right? That includes crops. That includes gold, silver, sapphire. That includes women. All right? That includes all of that, man. These other nations is going to want you to marry their daughter. Because you're going to have what? That everlasting body. You're going to have rulership. You're going to have a mansion. You're going to have man, we might even have planets. Things like that. All right? They're going to want their daughter to be under an Israelite man. All right? This is the type of understanding that brothers got to understand, man. We got to endure and be patient and wait on it all. Worshiping the colonizer's God, might be the craziest thing ever. It screams of submission. Yes, if you worshiping Jesus Christ, that's it. Yeah, that's submission. That's ignorance. When our people don't understand who they truly are. They're going to be raising their daughters just to give them to us. It's going to be like on Coming to America when that chick, she was raised to be with the Prince Hakeem. She was like, ever since I was a daughter, I've been raised to everything you like, I like, right? So they're going to be raised like that just to be married to you. Arranged marriages is going to be a thing. That's always been a thing, arranged marriages. Because you want like for me, man, I want my daughter to go into a household that I know keeps the laws and commandments and statutes. I ain't just gonna give my daughter off to no damn heathen man. This ain't, and that's another thing, bruh. And I don't want this to be too long. I was about to wrap it up, but your woman is your possession, and your daughter is your possession. You see over your daughter. You take care of your daughter. You say Yeshua, yeah, you wrong. It's Yahawashi and Yahawah. Can a brother please give him the true names in the comment board? So you take care of your daughter. You watch over a daughter, right? Scripture says watch over a shameless daughter so that she don't bring shame to your household and you don't be a laughing stock. All right? So your daughter is your possession until she becomes a wife. Our daughters are princesses. They're princes. That she's a princess until she becomes a wife. Then she becomes that man's possession. That's why you want to marry her off into a proper family. You don't want her to go to just any old family, man. Then she gonna be defiled. We ain't giving your woman off to heathen nations. What is she gonna produce? Bastards. All right. Lashawan Kadash is a made-up language. His name is Yeshua. Okay. Yeah, you funny, dude. All right, well, go to another live, bro. Since we speaking a made-up language, you got 10.1K followers. Go somewhere else and teach. Because this ain't for you. And that's the thing, bro. Whatever doctrine you on, man, if it's common sense not to even come up in here talking shit. Because if you don't believe what we saying, then leave. You as well, man. We tell you one time that the name is Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi. All right? You want to come up, I don't entertain. This ain't an entertainment live. And I'll let brothers know, man, I ain't one to do that. And I made a mistake of doing that before, like a couple times. And I don't like bringing nobody up here unless it's the brothers. I don't do that shit. That's not me. I'm not going to bring you up here to debate. Matter of fact, let's get that. Like, that's how we know your spirit off, 10K, whatever your name is, man. That's how we know your spirit off. Because you want to come up here and you want to debate. You already see that we don't agree. So, therefore, go teach that bullshit somewhere else. Go teach that bullshit somewhere else. All right? Romans 1:29, being filled with all unrighteousness, fornication, wickedness, covetousness, maliciousness, full of envy, murder, debate, deceit, malignity, and whisperers. We ain't with that, man. Okay? We not with that. And prove all things. I don't know if you're trying to be funny, but hey, I got you, so let's prove this. Let's prove that the name is Yahawashi. All right? So, Matthew 1:21, and she, meaning Mary, shall bring forth a son, and thou shalt call his name. All right, it says Jesus right there, right? For he shall save his people from their sins. Now, when was the letter J created? Letter J created when? Until the year 1524, there was no letter J in the alphabet. The letter J was originally the same letter as I. The father of the letter J is Gian Giuseppe Tracinio, an Italian author, an Edomite, and grammarian who lived from 1478 to 1550. Okay? All right, no J in Hebrew. That's easy. Now, also, guess what? It's no E's, no O's, no U's in Hebrew. So, how could Yeshua be the name? All right? Show me an ancient document with Yahawah, what? Yahawah Isha. There is a U in Hebrew. All right, well, you going off, bro. And I'll show you that. I don't know what Hebrew you going off of that has a U in it, but my Hebrew that I go off of has no U in it. Let's get this for the brothers and sisters that want to learn that's not in here to debate, because I see you still in that spirit. Whoever you are, you in that spirit. Now, and Hebrew goes from the right to the left. Ah, ba, ga, da, ha, wa, za, ka. ta, ya, ka, right? La, ma, na, sa, I, pa, ta, za, kwa, ra, sha, tha. So, where is a you at? That's fake Hebrew? Okay, cool. Well, why you in here then? Because look, bruh, we already see that we disagree, right? So whatever doctrine you teaching, you can go and teach that. You got 15.4K followers, right? So God is not an author of confusion because it's funny why y'all teach. Okay, well, that's cool. But we not here to be funny to you. We not entertainment to you. It's actually people in this live that want to listen and that's actually taking in the knowledge. And you're sitting in the comment board being a nuisance. Whatever faith that you're following, if your power teaches you to come in other lives and be a nuisance, are you truly helping or are you hindering? You're coming in here being a problem. I got him. I'm going to block him myself. So, his name is So. I'll block him myself. And right there, man, it be agents, it be demonic spirits, it be brothers that's a female spirit to go back and forth with somebody and to keep going when it's pointless, right? It's pointless. Now, I'm ending it. I'm about to really end the live, man. Yeah, how we made it up when you can find these symbols all over the earth, carved in stone. Actually, let's get that too. Let's go get the Los Lunas, New Mexico stone. And I said I wasn't going to be on here that long. But hey, when the spirit moving, the spirit moving. So, this is Hebrew right here. All right? This is Hebrew. This is the Los Lunas, New Mexico stone. And I ain't going to go through this that much, but anybody that's interested in learning the language more, you can look this up on YouTube, and it'd be brothers breaking it down. All right? So, this is Hebrew. This is the 10 Commandments written in Hebrew. This is in New Mexico. This is letting you know that the northern tribes came over. All right, over here. Bro, what? Hey, mute that dude, man. Crown living. Since when does Hebrew have periods? Do any of the Akyam know if this brother got a YouTube channel so that I can follow? Yeah, Duan, my YouTube channel is it's in my bio. All right, Everlasting Mercy 144. And all my videos go on YouTube. And I put multiple videos on that I don't do on here on YouTube as well. So, you know, Ayan the bar. All right, so boom, proper Hebrew, you take it back over here. Now, another thing, actually, hey, this is even more proof. So you got the Assyrian or the Aramaic Hebrew, and let's go get, I promise, I'm going to close off of this because I really want to, I got stuff to do today. Let's go get a word. Let's get Yasharahla. That's easy. Let's go get Yasharahla. Okay? Just random. All right. Israel. Boom, boom, boom. So, children of Israel. Yasharahla. So, and on Blue Letter Bible, all you do is, if you want to learn how to do this, you just click on a verse. Boom. Go to interlinear. Boom. And we go down to Israel. So, boom, Israel. Right? Let it play.
Strong's H 3478. Yisrael.
Yisrael, but this is Yasharahla. All right? So, God prevails, the second name for Jacob, etc., etc. The name of the nation, all right? So, this right here, this is Aramaic, all right? I wish I could pull it up side by side, but we're going to have to do it like this. So, we'll get that right there. That's basically going to be Yah. So, it'll be Yah. And then this is going to be Shah. And then look, right here. Shah. So Yah, Shah, right? Then the next one is going to be Ra. And bring this out a little bit. Where's Ra at? So it's going to be Ra. Yah, Shah, Ra, Ra. So Yah, Shah, Ra. All right? Yah, Shah, Ra. And then Ah, right? So Ah would be, Ah would be at the back. Or really the first. So Ah. Right? And I hope brothers is following. I'm not going too fast. So Yah, Shah, Ra, Ah. And then everybody knows this is going to be La. All right? So let's go get it. La. Okay? If you wanted to learn how to read the Assyrian, because that's how they put on the Blue Letter Bible, is Assyrian. So Yah, Shah, Ra, Ah, La. So Yasharahla. All right? Not Yisrael. All right? Even the Assyrian is correct. The water up. The water. All right? Yasharahla. All right? Yasha Ra Allah. Yasharahla or Yasharahla. We just say Yasharahla. Okay? So, I mean, that's just breaking it down. Yasha Ra Allah. You know, Yasha Ra Allah. Really simple. And I hope, you know, brothers and sisters can comprehend that. All right. And this pretty much been the lesson. You know, Salakia, that means excuse me or forgive me for the mockers. I mean, I can't. Hey, as who was I watching the other day, man? Elder Manatazabar down in South Carolina. And, you know, he said, hey, we need mockers and scoffers. They got to come. They got to be there. Mockers and scoffers got to be there so we can go against them demons. All right? The gainsayers. We teach this word so that it may disprove the gainsayers, those that don't believe and those that understand. You know, like easily broke that down. And you can easily go over here and piece it together. And you can get this right here. You can get this off YouTube easily. All right, this is just type in ancient Hebrew alphabet. All right, Paleo Hebrew, because this is Paleo Hebrew. And then this is the Assyrian, but it's basically the same thing, the same letters, same sounds, right? So, you know, but that's been pretty much the lesson, brothers and sisters, man. You know, yeah, they just living their lot. All right, Khan. I'll try to be on here later tonight, Yahawah, Lord willing, and break down Ecclesiastes, the 4th chapter. Oh my goodness. This is the fun. Man, get your ass up out of here, man. What is wrong with this dude? A thing to look out for is when you see a person with a cross, that cross is a death symbol. That cross is a death symbol. That's what that cross represents, death. It's a graven image. We don't associate with that. We don't worship that. We don't wear it. Nothing. That's a death image. All right. But hey, I'm going to get up out of here, man. So all praises to the east, facing Jerusalem. All praises be to Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi, Bahasham, Rakakadash. Double honors to the apostles, elders, and bishops of GMS that rule well and teach well in sincerity. Taught us this truth. Shalawam to the Ahtham out there pushing, preaching this 100% doctrine. The cross is a symbol of sacrifice. No, it's not. We don't. Bruh, okay, look. I'm really getting up off there, though. But look, let's say your brother or your cousin got shot. Are you going to go around wearing a gun on your neck? Are you going to go around and wearing a gun on your neck? You going to wear a gun on your neck? A bullet? You going to wear a bullet on your neck? That's stupid, bro. It's like some of y'all just be saying shit and you don't think about it. The cross is for sacrifice. No, it's not, man. What you talking about? Our king was killed on that cross. It's a graven image. If you study and go back into the history, it represents the Talmuds. It represents witchcraft, and it represents death. All right? It's a mocking symbol, exactly. Y'all worship the two. Bro, once again, your cousin got shot, and you gonna go wear a gun around your neck. Hey, man, this for my cousin, bro. I wear guns now around my neck because you know that's how he died. Really think about the shit y'all be saying, man. Think about the shit y'all be saying. He wasn't on no tree. That tree, it's a cross. All right, we done broke that down before. I was off on that a long time ago, and I corrected myself. All right? He was hung from a tree, meaning he hung from a cross. He died on a cross. Basically, up and over. It was a cross. All right? Hey, Shalawam, man. Shalawam.